A personal note from an old doctor friend. Hello, my dear friend. I want to start this conversation like I would with someone sitting across the table from me, perhaps with a warm cup of tea in hand and a quiet afternoon light coming through the window. You see, I've spent over 40 years as a family physician, walking side by side with people just like you, people in their 60s, 70s, 80s, and beyond, through the ups and downs of aging. And over the years, one truth has become crystal clear to me. Our bodies whisper before they scream. What I mean by that? Well, your body often sends you gentle signals, quiet clues that something might need your attention. They're easy to overlook, especially when we're trying to stay positive or tell ourselves that's just part of getting older. But sometimes, ignoring those whispers can lead to problems that were entirely preventable. So today, I want to gently walk you through 7 hidden health warnings that often appear after the age of 70. Most people miss them. But if you pay attention now, you can catch things early and possibly add years of vibrant, independent living to your life. And please, whatever you do, don't ignore number 4. It's one I see overlooked far too often, and it can change everything. Let's begin, shall we? 1. Unexplained weight loss. Not always a good thing. We often hear people say, well, I've lost a few pounds lately, must be the walking. But if you're not trying to lose weight, and yet you're dropping pounds without effort, especially 5% or more of your body weight over a few months, that could be your body sounding the alarm. This might be an early sign of nutritional deficiencies, digestive disorders, thyroid issues, or in some cases, underlying cancer. Weight loss is not always a gift. Sometimes it's a red flag in disguise. If you notice your clothes getting loose or your face thinning, talk to your doctor. It might be nothing, or it might be everything. 2. Sudden personality changes, mood, memory, or confusion. One of the most heartbreaking things I've witnessed is a spouse saying he's just not himself lately. A little more irritable, a bit more forgetful, maybe not interested in things they used to love. Most people chalk this up to aging, but let me tell you, it's not always normal. Changes in mood, memory, or behavior after 70 can signal vitamin B12 deficiency, early dementia, medication side effects, or even urinary tract infections, especially in older women. These changes are real, they're concerning, and they're often treatable if caught early. 3. New difficulty with balance or walking. If you find yourself walking a bit more carefully, hesitating before stepping down a curb, or needing to hold on to furniture when you walk through the living room, that's a sign your body's internal compass might be off. It could be something as simple as dehydration, ear infections, medication interactions, but it could also be early signs of Parkinson's disease, neuropathy, or a mini stroke, TI. Falls are the #1 cause of injury in adults over 70, and they don't just affect the body. They affect confidence, independence, and mental health. If you're feeling unsteady, don't ignore it. It's not weakness. It's a message. 4. Chronic fatigue, the silent alarm. Don't ignore this. This is the one I asked you not to ignore. If you wake up tired, stay tired through the day, and feel like no amount of rest is enough, that's not laziness or just getting older. That's your body waving a red flag. Fatigue can be a symptom of heart disease, especially in women, sleep apnea, which often goes undiagnosed, anemia, or depression, which can hide behind smiles. Fatigue is tricky because it creeps in slowly. You adjust. You tell yourself, I'm just slowing down. But please, don't accept exhaustion as the new normal. It's not. You deserve more energy than that. And very often, there's a treatable reason behind it. 5. Frequent bruising or bleeding, especially if it's new. Have you noticed bruises showing up on your arms or legs, and you don't remember bumping into anything? That can happen when your skin becomes thinner with age. But it can also signal blood disorders, liver issues, or interactions between medications, especially blood thinners. Bleeding gums, nosebleeds, or blood in urine/stool should never be ignored, especially if they're new. Your blood tells a deeper story than you might think. And bruises? Sometimes they're just the first page. 6. Changes in bathroom habits, especially at night. Let's talk about something people rarely bring up until it becomes a real problem. If you find yourself waking up several times a night to urinate, straining or not fully emptying, or noticing constipation that doesn't resolve, these could be signs of prostate enlargement BPH, diabetes, bladder infections, or even colon cancer. You see, your body's elimination system is like a pressure valve. It gives early clues when something's wrong. Listen to it, especially when it starts interrupting your sleep or daily comfort. 7. Persistent pain that becomes background noise. Here's one I've seen time and time again. A patient comes in rubbing their shoulder or wincing slightly when sitting down, and they say, "Oh, it's nothing. Just something I've learned to live with." But here's the thing. Chronic pain isn't a requirement for growing older. Pain in your joints, back, abdomen, or chest that lasts more than a few weeks needs to be evaluated. It could be osteoarthritis, spinal compression, or something deeper like heart disease or abdominal aneurysm. Pain changes how we move, how we think, how we feel about ourselves. Don't let it become the background music of your life. You deserve peace. Be gentle with yourself, but be vigilant. Let me tell you something from the bottom of my heart. Getting older is a beautiful, complex journey. There's wisdom in your wrinkles. There's strength in your slower pace. And there's power in paying attention to what your body is telling you. These 7 warning signs aren't meant to scare you. They're meant to empower you, to help you notice things before they become problems, to encourage you to advocate for your health, and most of all, to remind you that you're worth taking care of. So here's what I'd love for you to do. Think about these 7 signs. Write down anything you've noticed in your own body. Bring them to your next doctor visit. And keep this video saved to watch again or share with someone you love. If you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, and share this video. Let's keep the conversation going because our health is worth it, and so are we. Until next time, take good care of yourself. With warmth and respect, your doctor friend.